No Time to Die was directed by Cary Fukunaga and stars Daniel Craig, Léa Seydoux, Rami Malek, Christoph Waltz, and many more. And guys, I love this film from start to finish. My very first James Bond film, unfortunately, was Die Another Day. How silly and dated that film is ridiculous because I kind of had low expectations of the character when I was first introduced to James Bond. But over the years, I started to rewatch all of the films from the very first Dr. No all the way up to now. I have a huge appreciation to the franchise and to the producers and cast and crew involved. So now I have a huge utmost respect for everyone involved when it comes into a James Bond project. From the many documentaries I've seen of James Bond, I can tell it's very stressful and stress-inducing, and a lot of expectations and pressure are on the production crew when it comes into making these films. Daniel Craig's run, however, when it comes into Casino Royale, was no different. A lot of the controversy surrounding Daniel Craig's debut as James Bond was crazy, to say the least. Crazy is a huge understatement because, yes, with these franchises, you're gonna come across a lot of different fandoms, and the fandom for this franchise in particular did not approve of Daniel Craig when he first debuted in Casino Royale. A lot of the controversy surrounding him was because he had blonde hair and he had blue eyes, and really, those are just ridiculous statements and ridiculous things that the fans make. But regardless, I was on board with Daniel Craig since day one, and Casino Royale blew everyone's expectations and made a lot of history in the box office. Daniel Craig, to me, by far, is the best James Bond in my opinion, because he provided something that the other actors who portray James Bond didn't, and he grounded the character in a realistic tone. And I feel that these past installments was centered around that and explored a lot of the complexities of his decisions and his love connection, his love life and his interests and everything. So a lot of these films generally culminate into this one last film. And it was very bittersweet because I've seen the Apple TV special Being James Bond, and that really centers around how dedicated and how committed Daniel Craig is to this character. And he sacrificed so much. He did most of the stunts in Quantum of Solace, and he generally at first did not wanted the character for James Bond because, yes, when you accept this kind of role, you're going to surmount a lot of pressure and a lot of expectations from everyone. So at first he was very hesitant, but it took a lot of convincing for him to accept the role, and he did. Thank God. And he was able to provide amazing films along the way. The only nitpick I have with No Time to Die is, of course, the runtime. This is the longest James Bond film in the history of the films, and it's almost at 3 hours, and I was not a fan of that. I really needed to use the bathroom and I needed to go. But the other thing is the villain. A lot of the times with the Daniel Craig era is the villains. I really didn't like the villain for this one in particular. Don't get me wrong, Rami Malek is an extraordinary actor. I loved him in Bohemian Rhapsody, of course in a hit TV show Mr. Robot. But with this film in particular, I feel that it didn't really provide a lot of background that we needed and a lot of the motivations and motives behind the character and the villain. But the opening sequence for this film easily is one of my favorite opening sequences of any James Bond film. But wow, it's really creepy, it's very eerie. It almost feels like a different movie altogether. But this film really draws into a lot of the action sequences, a lot of the moments between James Bond and Madeline, played by Léa Seydoux. And I love this film. It's a very great film for Daniel Craig to finish off his tenure as 007 James Bond. In the end, I had a great time with No Time to Die, and I'm giving it a solid B. So guys, what did you think of No Time to Die? Did you like it? Did you hate it? What are some of your thoughts? I'd love to hear your thoughts down below. And what are your rankings with the Daniel Craig films? Me personally, my ranking for the Daniel Craig run will be Casino Royale, will be Skyfall, and No Time to Die, along with Spectre and Quantum of Solace, in that order. But what are your thoughts? I want to know your ranking of the Daniel Craig films. Guys, thank you so much for watching this video until the end. If you made it to this video to the end, I really appreciate it. Thank you so very much. I hope all is well. Don't forget to like and comment and hit the subscribe button and the bell to get notified when I upload new videos. Guys, I hope you're having a beautiful day. I hope everything is well. Please take care, and I hope to hear from you very soon.